Guys, so right now what I'm going to do is be making a purple and white ombre cup. I have already got my cup sanded down and spray painted white to give it a nice base. That way everything lays on it nicely and it doesn't come off. I have not mixed my epoxy or anything like that. I wanted to do it on camera so that you guys could see what I do in order to mix it all up and how much I'm going to use and everything like that. Now this is my way of doing my tumblers. I'm sure there's wrong and a right. This is just how I do it. So leave any comments below if you guys have any questions. If you like this cup, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will be sure to make more videos and I'll answer any questions that you guys have. I already plugged in my turner, that way it's going. I don't have to touch it again once I get epoxy and everything all over my hands. So what you will need in order to do the epoxy part: a paper cup, a little plastic cup that you take medicine in. I get them on Amazon. Your epoxy A and B, and some gloves. I do this outside so that way I have more air ventilation. I don't have to worry about wearing a mask and things like that. Everybody's different. This is just how I do it. I know it may not be the safest way, but like I said, it's outside. I've open backyard, so I have the air and everything ventilating and all that. So it's not inside. But I'm going to be putting on these rubber gloves. That way I do not get it anywhere on me. I feel like a doctor. Okay. So for just putting a base on this of epoxy, I'm going to put my glitter down. I'm going to do about 15 milliliters. So I'm going to put this, put the epoxy in here all the way up to 15, part A, and do it again with part B. Doesn't matter which one you do first. This is part B. Be careful because it does come out faster, but I like to take my lid off because it does come out faster rather than trying to squeeze it through. Just makes it quicker and easier. So there is part B. You will also need a popsicle stick or a little turner, anything that you want to use to turn the epoxy. Do not get this on your hands. If you get this on your hands or clothes or anything, immediately wash it off with Dawn dish soap. And I wash my hands quite a few times just because I do not want it on me. I do not want it getting anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and pour part A. Like I said, this does come out a lot faster this way, but it's just how I like to do it. So I'm mixing it in my cup. I will bring my cup up so that you can see it after I pour it in there. I just want to be really careful that I do not get epoxy everywhere. I've already got it all over my table, but if you do, it wipes right up, and whenever it dries you can peel it off if you get it anywhere like that's sticky, or like a table with a glass table or anything. So here is the epoxy. I am going to just start stirring it around. You want to make sure you have no bubbles in it. If you have bubbles, you can apply a little bit of heat. It's already extremely hot. I'm sweating out here. So it's hot. I don't think I'm going to have any problems with getting little bubbles in my cups. Also, if you do it outside, make sure you have like a little tin, or I have a plastic container that I put over this. That way flies and bugs and stuff can't get on there and get stuck to my epoxy, because that would be bad. And you just stir it around. Don't rush it. Just stir it all around. Make sure it's nice and mixed together. And just because your epoxy does not have any fumes, that does not mean that it is not dangerous. So take all of your precautions. Some people wear masks. Some people wear a whole suit. But like I said, since I'm outside, I don't necessarily think I need to do that because I'm not out here breathing it in for very long. And I still make sure I wash my hands and everything once I'm done, even if I wear gloves. So I'm going to start pouring my epoxy all over my cup and start rubbing it in with my glove. And make sure you get every piece of your cup covered. That will also cause air bubbles if you do not. So I'll pour some, start applying it everywhere, then I will just start moving it all around the cup and then apply more as needed. Sometimes you don't have to use all of the epoxy. Just kind of depends on how much you mix up. You'll get better at mixing it once you, that was a lot, once you know what, how much you're going to need. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that. So you'll let this turn for a while and let your epoxy and everything get evened out. That way there's no ripples or anything in it, and it'll do that on its own. Once you get it covered and everything, like I said, just let it keep on spinning and it'll even itself out. And if you do get any air bubbles, just get a heat gun or even a blow dryer and put it on there and it'll get rid of all your heat bubbles. But I'm in Oklahoma, so the bubbles aren't too bad. Make sure your cup is as even as possible on your turners. So the color that I'm going to be using for the purple is going to be from Hobby Lobby. It's the extra fine Wisteria, and this is what it looks like. And this is $2.99 from Hobby Lobby. A lot of times I'll go in there when they're having a sale and get my glitter. I also have some glitter from a few companies. This one is from Glitter and Shine. It is the white. It's going to be the glitter crack. And then I'm going to add a touch of Colin in there from Feather Bear Bling. And if you don't know what this is, you're seriously missing out. I already want to order more just to have it on deck because it is the best glitter ever. It just gives your cups just a subtle little beautiful shine to them. A lot of people will mix it in their epoxy and put it on. I love it. So this is all nice and smooth. I'm going to go ahead and start adding the white. I have not used this color yet, so it should be a nice surprise. I'm excited to use it. Again, this is Glitter Crack from Glitter and Shine. And I am just going to be adding it all over the top. Oh no. Before you waste all of that glitter, put a piece of paper underneath. It's also good to have some Clorox wipes on hand. That way if you get any epoxy anywhere, you can just wipe it right off. But definitely go wash your hands once you're completely done. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going to be adding my paper. That way the glitter falls on the paper and I can put it back into my baggie. So here we go. This is gorgeous. It seems like you use a lot of glitter, but once you pour it back into your bag, you're like, oh, okay. That wasn't much at all. So highly recommend saving your glitter. This is a beautiful color. Okay. There's flies. They're coming at me. Now time for the purple. Again, this is from Hobby Lobby, and it is the Wisteria extra fine. And then don't forget to get the bottom of your glass or your cup. And just go over it, make sure it's fully covered. And then this little guy, this will save your life when you're doing ombre cups. This is a tea strainer. I ordered mine on Amazon. I'm sure you can get it at your local grocery store, Walmart, wherever. I'm going to be mixing a little bit of the purple and a little bit of the white. So what we're going to do, I've got another plastic cup, a little stir. You can use a spoon, whatever you want to use it. I got this off of a website. And I'm going to add in a little bit of the white and a little bit of the purple to get that ombre effect. And I'm just going to stir it around with my little stir. And try not to get glitter everywhere, but that is completely impossible to do. So, good luck. If you learn how to not get glitter everywhere, please share. So I'm just going to pour it into my strainer. And we're just going to sprinkle it over the top. Again, don't forget your paper so you don't waste any glitter, because this comes in handy for when you're using these colors again, for sure. And I just store them in a little container from Dollar Tree. So you're just going to mix it and it gives you that perfect ombre effect. And it comes out, seriously, it comes out perfect every time. Until I learned this, my ombres were looking a bit crazy. And you do that until you think that it looks good, and I think that it looks awesome. So I'm going to stop with that. Now I'm going to add just a hint of colon everywhere, because I want to give this cup just a little extra touch. So I'm literally just going to sprinkle colon throughout the cup. It's just a fine sprinkle. You won't even be able to see it. It's just super, super fine, and it just gives that cup a little bit more sparkle to it. You don't want to put very much or in globs because it is a silver color. So literally just the finest little bit. It's so fine it will not go in this tea strainer. Just tried that, didn't work. So just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more sparkle to it. You're done with the glitter. You're going to let it sit for 6 to 8 hours depending on your epoxy, and make sure and put a cover on it if you are doing it outside. That way you don't ruin your cups by getting bugs and that kind of stuff on it. So I will be back on the second half. Here is the cup. It is spinning with some epoxy on it. I already put the vinyl sticker on. I did not film that part because that is pretty easy. You just you epoxy your cup, make it really nice and smooth, put your vinyl sticker on and epoxy it again, and then it should be good to go. You do not want to put your vinyl on if you do not have a smooth surface. It will not stick. Here is my turner up just a little bit closer, that way you guys can kind of see what it looks like. This tray I just picked up at Dollar Tree. It's great for just catching the epoxy and everything, that way it doesn't get everywhere. It still gets everywhere, but hey, that's okay. This is my turner. We put it together here, and then I put this bin over it because it is outside, and this helps keep the bugs and everything away. So it actually comes in handy, you know, flies and stuff outside. I don't want it to get in the epoxy and then stick and ruin my cup. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.